Hey Denise, how you going? Thanks for joining me. It's a beautiful, 25, 26 degree day here in Kerang today. Starting to get some nice weather for a change. We had some freezing days earlier in the week and last weekend, I think it was. Oh, the days come and go. I can't recall. Well, I might get started. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerang in Northern Victoria, Australia, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Now, I wanted to show you. Be interesting to see if I can remember, if I can follow my own instructions. See what I've written out. I've actually written up my blog, so I've got a big class tomorrow, so I have to be somewhat organised. And got my little pieces of glitter paper. So we're going to create, where are we, where's that base piece? You've seen the card I'm going to create already. I inadvertently showed you that. So this piece here is a standard card base that we use in the people that have imperial measurements, which is everyone except for the United States and I guess Canada. Yeah, so this is just a standard piece that measures 21 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres. So we are going to normally score that as we normally do at 10.5. And then I'm going to move it across to 13 centimetres, which is here. Making sure I've got that right. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly right. So I'll chop that bit off. And then we're going to cut these pieces into 2.5 centimetres, which is, I guess, about an inch if you're in the US. Just checking that that's right. Yeah, I think so. We're just going to go for it. It's a while since I made up these cards, so I'm just flying by the seat of my pants and hoping that I remember what to do. So this last one isn't 2.5, so we've got to cut it down. If you follow your lines on there, that looks a little bit crooked too. Sometimes the cardstock itself can be crooked. It's not always that you've done something wrong. I'll pop that away. Not sure whether I need that again or not. And we're just going to score that. Burnish it. We've already scored it. And then we'll take our piece of this beautiful snowflake vellum, and we're going to enclose that. Where are we? Let's pop it down there. Oops, what have I done here? That's not quite right. So I have that. Oh no, that's right. It is right. I nearly had a panic attack then. Yeah, so you want to enclose. What you're going to do is enclose it in these two pieces here. Then you're going to put two pieces down here as well. So I might just put, just going to grab my multi-purpose glue. So it goes on, yeah, there like that, I think. Hang on, just got to make sure I've got it right. So that's sandwich. So yeah, if I put it there, then we have another piece on the back. That's right. So I don't want too much adhesive. This is probably going to run out like crazy today. My eyes aren't behaving very well today. They've been burning and sore. So I'm just going to try and line this up. Now, it would be a good idea to line it up on your grid paper, wouldn't it? Seeing we've got it. So if I line that one up there, then I've still got room to enclose that one. So if I line it up on this line here, which it is, then press down there. Just use my bone folder to, oh, it's not going to adhere. Maybe I didn't use glue last time. Maybe I used, oh no, it's right. I thought it was strange that it wasn't going to work, and I've just got to move that just slightly. I've probably cut that just a smidge shorter than the width of what I wanted. So you can see there, that's enclosed in there. Then we're going to put this here. Actually, my other one was neater, so maybe I'll put it on this side first. But that's okay, that's going to work. Yep, that's going to work. So then pop it the other side. Guess it doesn't matter how you do it as long as you get the end result. The end result is the same, I guess. Probably. That looks alright. I'm going to put some glue on this piece. And this one I can line up on the edge of my card, depending on how good your eyes are. And as I said, mine aren't really behaving very well today, but it is what it is. Oops, and then that, it's got to go that way a little bit. And then we pop our other one on the top of here. Because my measurements aren't exact, I'm just going to, once the glue's dried, I'm just going to use my tabletop trimmer to trim that down. So while that's drying, we just want to put a piece like this inside. Oops, get rid of that. So that we can stamp our, it's sort of a card inside a card, so you can stamp your greeting in there. Oh, and I haven't, that was a bit silly, I haven't I haven't stamped my greeting on there. This one I've used the purples because I've used the, where are they, the adhesive back sequins and gems. This time I want to use the Coastal Cabana. I wasn't sure what colour that was, but apparently it's Coastal Cabana. So that's what we're going to use. And I'll have to leave room because we want to put, just got to be mindful of this. Just wanted to make sure that was dry first. It's looking a little bit crookedy. And we want to put that there actually. So I want to put my Happy Christmas it can go down the bottom. So always when you stamp, you want to test out your stamp, make sure it's stamping straight. So I tried to put it on the block straight. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. So we'll put that, and I always like to line it up on the bottom on a grid line to make doubly sure. Hopefully that's straight, and it is. And then for the inside piece, looking at my other one, I've popped on there, it's a season of magic and wonder. So again, just make sure I'm looking at the top line of that and hoping that that means that my stamp is straight. And it's actually not. So see, it's a good idea to have a bit of a practice. Oh, it's still not right. Actually, just do a quick clean of it so I can shift it without getting it all over my hands. And line it up better on the block. I thought I had it lined up on the block, but it doesn't look like I have. I make the bottom of it a bit straighter. Is anyone else there to say hi to? Hi Maria, Joanne, Charmaine, nice to see you here. Marie, Glenda, hi everybody. So we'll try again with this one down here. Sometimes it's annoying. So I can't go by the curves at the bottom. Let's just see. This is going to do my head in. That's better. I've just got to tilt that way a bit. Obviously. What did I do? I think I tilted it, so it's like that. I tilted it just a little bit that way, and that didn't work. Let's bring the corner of it down. Sometimes they're tricky. I do not know why we have to have curves and things. I know this one's not, but it's still a little bit tricky to stamp straight. That's not too bad. It's not perfect, but it's not too bad. And we're just going to add some snowflakes to decorate this a bit. Let's stamp off those ones. And didn't do this on my other one. We've got 4 on the other one. That's breaking a rule. We shouldn't have 4, should we? Is that all the stamping I've got to do? Apart from the envelope, let's do the envelope, and let's not lose our snowflakes. I'll just do some snowflakes on the envelope as well. So girls that are coming tomorrow, don't forget to stamp your envelopes and your insides before you pass your box of goodies along, will you? Just gonna quickly clean that. Need to add some more moisture on that. It's such a warm day. It's nice to see some sunshine and no wind. Although I have to say I behave better in the cooler weather. to sleep better and all sorts of things. But anyway, now what have we got left to do? I want to put these on, but I want to straighten this up. I'm going to go across to my tabletop trimmer and straighten this up a bit. Didn't really like that, as you can hear. It's a bit tough for it. So you're going to say, why didn't you do that after you put these on? The reason being because I thought it might be too tough for my tabletop trimmer. So I'm just going to pop these on. The two sets I'm using today are, I'm going to be using that. I'm going to just do another quickie as well. Peace to You and Joyful Flurry. So try not to get glue on the end of that because where's my, let's get rid of that. Where's my silicone mat so I don't have glue all over the place, because that's going to hang off. Oh, that's, I didn't really like that at all, did it? Let's see if I can get it a bit better. Because there's two layers of thick basic white on there. I'm going to leave them there because I'm going to need them again. Now where do I put that? Here we go. So I'm going to butt it to here so that I'm only going to have to trim off one side, okay? And this is the glimmer paper that's in the mini catalogue. You get red and you get this white. Oh, I'm not quite sure what you call it, but it's white. Probably not its proper name. I didn't look it up. Sorry, but it is in the mini catalogue. If you can't find it, give me a shout out and I'll find it for you. Excuse all the coughing. It's the husband who's dying in the next room. As men all are when they get something. All these summer colds that people are getting from all this stupid weather that we're having. All that got squashed in my, what's the name? So while that's drying, I can pop these on. This is different to my other one, as you've probably seen. I'll grab some glue dots to put that on with. And I'm going to cover my glue dot, hopefully with a gem. Just seeing where I put my other one, my other card. These ones haven't got, let's squish it up a bit because it's a bit big, or the centre of that. Just a little bit big. Here we go. Doesn't really matter where I put these. And you could, this is the white felt, is it felt? No. White, oh, help me, white, not felt. Velvet, white velvet sheets. I love it. It just feels, just gives the, you know, rather than cutting it out with, where am I going to put that? With just cardstock, it just gives it an extra dimension, I feel. Love them, and they are retiring. Yeah, all of these, or not all of these things. This one's going through, but the snowflake, the Joyful Flurry one, is retiring. So get your wish lists ready for next Thursday. Lots of cool stuff is greatly reduced. I had a lady asking me about some things we used on my free day that I had a few weeks ago for all the guys that normally come and anyone else that wanted to come, because we were isolated with the floodwaters and everyone was being a bit nervous. Well, she asked me what I'd used, and when I looked them up for her, they were all on sale, I think reduced to about 60% off. So that's a pretty good deal. Now that's not stock. That wasn't what I planned. Probably didn't put adhesive to the end, glue to the end of it. That one's stuck? No. Of course it's not. Now it's going to ooze out everywhere. But I can put these away while that's drying, so because I want to snip that off with my big scissors. I'm going to trust it on my, oh come on my tabletop trimmer. Is just a bit too many, a few too many layers for that. Let's see how we go. Turned up the other way. Snip that. Snip that one. That one's a bit crooked. There we go. And I probably should have put this one instead of made a boo-boo there. I should have had that down below there. But anyway, you get the idea. And we need to put our card inside a card. You don't want to stamp on top of that because you'd see it through there. So you want to position it about like that. Because as you saw there, when I folded that down, it was catching. You don't want it too close to the fold, is what I'm trying to say, in a roundabout way. Oh, goodness me. Sometimes this is hard to manage. I didn't have any trouble with my first one of these, but this one has been very annoying. Seems to be missing, it might be the refill, I think. It seems to be missing adhesive in spots. Anyway, I'll persevere. There we are, some sticky there. I did post a link to my girls. Someone said to do that because it's not as strong as snail. Well, yeah, I do appreciate that, but I don't really think that's the problem with this one that I'm using now. I think it's a faulty one, but anyway, I get a bit tired of sending things back and complaining, so I'll just bear with it. And that needs to come down a little bit, still a bit bulky. This piece isn't thick cardstock, it's just normal whisper white. No, whisper white. Gosh, I'm all over the place today. Basic white. So there you go. There's that one. I think I might like my other one better though. It's always the way. If you haven't created the card, you don't know how it's going to turn out. I think he needs a few more snowflakes, but I don't know that I've got any cut. Oh yes, I do. But then I don't want 4, do I? I'd have to, here we go, I think. No, that's a purple one. That's a purple one. I've coloured these. See, I've coloured these all purple. Probably should have gone with the purple. Then I would have extras to use. that one's a white one. Do we want to, oh, maybe we could have two big ones. So that'll be 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, that might look better. See, we improved it together. I'll do with now. There, I left it there. So we're having that one there. And we're having that one there. I think that will look better. It was looking a bit bare. And these are little sequins. Rather pretty in the Coastal Cabana. Oh, I do not want to go back in the bag though. No, that's because I've got them either side of the bag. Come on, there we go. You can go back up there. Alright, now we're finished. So, that card, I have got another one to create using the vellum. Yeah, I really like that. I mean, I like this one too. This one was actually harder to work with because of the snowflakes are in your face more. So this one was easier to work with, but you needed to decorate it more. And you just needed, I needed to add that further down. Sorry about that, but I think anyone who gets that card would be thrilled to get it. Let's just pop them back with their mates. And the next one is also using snowflake vellum. I think that's what it's called. I've already written up my blog, so I've already put that on my blog, the name of it on my blog. Now, a little tip for you. I'm not 100% positive, but I was having a lot of trouble with this stamp, trying to use the Stamparatus with it. Just let me see which way I'm going. That way. And I think what it is, I think if I had it to do over again, and I will, I just want to take that off so I can show you. In future, I won't be putting a stamp like this. I won't be putting the sticker on because I don't know if you can see there. See where it's bubbled? And it's very hard to get. The same with background stamps. I'm not quite sure what that is. So I found that I got a better result not using the Stamparatus. But and this will probably go crooked, but I have already stamped and cut one out, so I've got a backup plan. Just going to do that on my scrap paper. And if you line your block up to the edge of your paper, I think we've got to hold it down a bit too. I can't, can I? No, this one I can't flip over because I want to use, oh yes I can, because I'm putting, where is it? Where's my card gone? Yeah, because I'm putting, yeah, I could flip it over if I messed it up, but I just want to see for myself if I place it down and, yeah, I think that's what I did. Now, where's my little tool? Ah, here he is, hiding behind my iPad. I actually use this like we use on the iPad. Oh, goodness me, I can't even talk today. On the Stamparatus. And it's still a bit patchy. I actually might clean that. makes a difference. Little spot in there. Flip that over and let's see what we got now. It might just be because it's scratch paper, so we'll go for it on this one, and if it's no good, we'll just use the other one. So if you were to get this stamp, I'm just going to make sure, I think that's, I might just measure that so that you know what my measurement is. It's not centimetres. Maybe I didn't do it in centimetres. It's actually 3 1/16. How about that? It's different that way. Let me see what I've done here. I think what I did was I stamped it and then I cut it so that I had a border around it. So I've used it up that way. So it's about 3 inches if you go by that, about 3 inches. Let's have a go and see how we go. Can use this one, we will, but if not, so it's a bit hard to get it on that little piece of paper. I would, if I, like when I did this by myself, of course, I stamped it and then I cut around it so I had the border. So that's pretty well perfect. It makes a difference on the cardstock. That's not quite straight, but I managed to get it straight on my other one, so we'll use that one. This one here. It's a little bit wonky there, but it's fine. You guys, now I've given you that tip, you're going to be able to use yours with your Stamparatus. None of my customers have bought this one yet. So that's just a heads up if you're wanting to buy that stamp set. Now, and I've also stamped my piece to you at Christmas, which is what I did here. I'll just show you what I did, making sure that that was straight. And see, I didn't even leave enough room there, did I? So that type of thing, but I know it's not exactly right. So that's that. And then make sure I haven't got any ink on my hands. Let's see what I've got on the inside of this one. So then you've, I really don't know what I was thinking with this measurement. It's up to you how wide and how, you know, how what measurement you want. But you don't worry about your glue. It's just basically a card front, but I've made it a different size, and I'm not sure what I was thinking when I made this card a few weeks ago. But I can tell you it was great to have all my stamping, all my cards done for my live, because it meant that I could do other things this week. Now what have I put on the back of it? Nothing. So then you take your other piece so that you can't see glue. These pieces have all got to be the same size, obviously. And you're going to put that down here. Hold it up to the light. Yep. So that's right there. And then you're going to put your, just making sure I've got them up the right way. So if I put it on there, so that I know, because that's got to match up with that one. Where's my lid? And what did I do? So that one again, that I've got to line up again. I didn't do a practice one of that. I didn't have any trouble before. Let's just go with it and see. I think I want it in the middle a bit more. I can't see my lines there. There, okay. Well, it's a little bit crooked, but blind man be good to see it. Just copy off my other one. Three will do, I think, and we'll put some, where's my envelope for that one? Over here. What else have I got in there? Nothing. There's stamp. So pretty. I think that's all the stamping we've got to do, I think. So then, when you put this in here, the thing is you've got to make sure that it's going to be up the right way. So I want that there. So if I put, hang on, yeah, that's right. If I put glue there, are you understanding me? If I put glue there and I want that stuck down there, it's going to all match up. And mine isn't quite matched up there, but you have the idea. And hopefully this is the right way up. Or I might scream. No, that's right. See, and then so that in that way you can use your vellum. You can do this on ordinary vellum, but I would say just be careful of your scoring with your vellum, because if you score it too hard, and you can put, with this I probably don't really need to. I didn't do it on this one because you can't see the adhesive anyway. This is my other one. I did with a different sheet of that same paper. This is a bit more perfect than the one I'm doing for you now. And there we go. Looks crooked. No, it's not crooked. And you can't see the glue, so I would go with that. Now some rhinestones in the centre of our... Oh, I put a little snowflake there. Have I pinched that one, have I? Or was it in my envelope? I thought there was something in there, but I... Oh yes, here it is. Wonders will never cease. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, Robin. Hello, Colleen. And hello, Lynette. Okay, now I haven't lost my snowflake, have I? Here it is. Where did I have that? Up the top. Put it up the top, and then you can camouflage some of your bad stamping. Grab your rhinestones. I had a big one in there. These are a bit bigger, not too big. probably not the right size, but I won't search and search. You don't want to pick up, do you? I'll put one about there, perhaps. And one down there. All right, so how easy was that, and how cute. You can see the two different ones there. And there's the one I messed up. It's a bit crooked, but yeah. You could use the other side for something. I might throw it in there and use it for something. So, what else did I have to tell you? Vellum is 7.5 centimetres by 14.85. That's for the first one, not for this one. Okay, all those measurements that I've used for that first one, you don't really need measurements for this one. If you have a stamp, you don't necessarily have to use that stamp. If you have your own stamp, you want to put something on there, you just measure your card base and measure your pieces to fit. I probably will put a piece on the back there because I usually put Stamped by Cheryl on the back of them. So yeah, so there we go. Was that quick? Oh, it was nearly an hour. Obviously I can't go that quick, can I? Get that out the road, so if anyone wants to take a photo, you can. But the photos will be on my blog later anyway. Okay, thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing all my girls tomorrow that are doing the big Christmas class where we're going to make 18 cards. It's going to be fun. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.